team and how their season's going. We'll have LaGrange High coach Diallo Burks joining us at 8 o'clock. And then to round things out, 8:30, Coach Tanner Glissett comes in for the Troop High side. So I just want to take a moment in our first break today, if we can, to just tell you how much I've appreciated, and I've talked to lots of people in the community, your station and Eagle bringing all these different teams together on a special night each night of the week, each Monday night each week, to talk about all the local programs.
Yeah, and Coach Pardue didn't know he was putting this together, but he really brought it all together and got us heading in a positive direction, and we appreciate his vision on putting the coaches show here at Johnny's New York Style Pizza, and then of course when we got talking to them, it came together very quickly, and we appreciated their hospitality, and of course we've. When you come out here and join us here at Johnny's, not only you get a chance to meet the coaches, a lot of times the players are out here,
right,
their family, and get a chance to meet a whole bunch of nice, wonderful people from your favorite team. So
yep,
it is a lot of fun. So make sure that you come out and join us. And even if you're not coming out here on Monday nights for Coach's Corner, come join your family and your team for any event here at Johnny's New York Style Pizza. They really do a great job, and I know that some of the coaches have brought softball teams out here, mm-hmm, and that kind of stuff, and baseball teams, and had a great time feeding them here at Johnny's and having a festive time. But homecoming at LaGrange College was this week, and the whole city all decked out and
adorned
red and
with
black
things downtown.
yeah.
Yep.
And they did a great job. I got to really take my hat off to all the people at LaGrange College to make sure that that all the fine alumni that came in from LaGrange College had a chance to really understand how much this city is excited about having LaGrange College and the football team, and having all the festivities around it. It really is a special opportunity to say thank you to what LaGrange College means to the city and in the community. Well,
it was also really neat I had a chance to kind of DJ the tailgating time from about 10 right up until game time. A lot of folks out there, a couple of great classes, kind of the sevens, 67, 77, 87, all represented in their tents. A lot of alumni coming back, a lot of folks that I had a chance to know and kind of back when I was at college in the 80s. They're at LaGrange College. And one of the neatest things was one of the giveaways. One of the giveaways, and I really wish I'd won this thing, was a chance to have a one-night stay at the new downtown Marriott. Mm-hmm. It is Marriott. Yeah,
Courtyard.
Yeah, Courtyard by Marriott. Make sure I had that right. The downtown Marriott, and then a $100 gift certificate to Seasons Restaurant, and also another $50 gift certificate to one of the downtown, using the downtown Chamber of Commerce gift certificates. So just a really neat giveaway, and somebody's going to won that, and they'll get the chance to come back once that opens late December and be a part of just the whole downtown experience. Yeah. So that's you can already see it taking shape there at the Marriott, and it's really going to be an exciting time. Well, Coleman and I are going to take a step to the side. We'll come back. We'll talk about the game and get you ready for lots of information about the LaGrange College team. But right now, you're listening to the Coach's Corner right here on Eagle Sports.
Everywhere you look on your campus, some event is happening, and that's the way you want it. But keeping your active campus clean and looking its best isn't easy. Nonetheless, National makes it look easy. Low staff turnover and a commitment to excellence allow National to ensure your campus from top to bottom, inside and out, is always perfect and spotless. Parents and students alike give us a 4.0, and we settle for nothing less. You'll like having National on the job.
Visit us at teamnational.com to see what National can do for you.
What will 2017 bring? For LaGrange College graduates, that's a fairly easy question. Before they even received their diplomas, an impressive 70% of our 2016 senior class had already accepted a job or a graduate school offer. At LaGrange College, you'll discover your calling and prepare for a life of professional and personal success. Apply online. It's free. And then plan a campus visit. Go to lagrange.edu or call 800-593-2885.
Okay, I've got to get up, get ready for work, get the kids so they don't sleep all day, go to work.
At the Medicine Cabinet, we understand busy. That's why we like to save our customers time. We offer home delivery inside city limits, a drive-through, and no long lines to wait in. We get you in and out as soon as possible. We have 2 great locations to better serve you. Our Vernon Street location is home to our famous soda shop. So come in, enjoy a milkshake, hot fudge sundae, or a lemon sour. Also, check out our gift shop that offers children's clothing, toys, books. Jewelry Cabinet is a locally owned pharmacy, plus a little more.
If knee and leg injuries are keeping you off the field, get back in the game with Houston Clinic. Their physicians are leaders on every level, providing specialized treatment for all sports-related injuries. If tears, pulls, strains, or anything else has you on the sidelines, turn to Houston Clinic Recovery. Visit Houston.com or stop by one of their 9 locations in Georgia and Alabama. Research, education, treatment. Houston Clinic.
It seems like just yesterday he was running around the backyard playing football with his little brother, dreaming about the big game. And now he's here. He's worked hard to make the team, and he's ready to take the field. And at Synovus, we're here to cheer him on. From meeting your personal and banking needs to pulling for the hometown Friday night, we're proud to be a part of our community. We're Synovus, the bank of here. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Now back to the Coach's Corner live at Johnny's New York Style Pizza on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner live here on Eagle Sports. We're glad that you're joining us tonight. We're live at Johnny's Pizza. Again, always a great time here at one of the best pizzerias around. And also they have lots of different things. I'm having the wings as usual. This is my Monday night favorite thing. But Cohen, the homecoming you mentioned was a great time. What was really exciting is that we also had a chance to do the big tailgating. We'll talk about the game in just a second. But you mentioned how the city's really embraced things. The tailgating was one of the largest crowds I've seen. Usually when you go, I was talking to a friend, when they get to a LaGrange College game, a regular game, they can park maybe up near the pool, maybe over near the CEB, but no, you were way up Forest Avenue, or you had to get a ways away to park and get up there. And actually, there were some golf carts I saw that were bringing some folks in, so it was a kind of a tough time to get to the ball game. But we also had some entertainment there. Nigel Walker, who's actually assistant principal over at Callaway High School, he is a graduate, and he has a rap he's written about the Panthers called "Pounce with Me," and he got there and did that live, and got everybody kind of hyped up. And about as that was happening, here comes the team across from the CEB. They just get really super excited. The band's playing. They've got an incredible drum line. Lee Beckham, who's another graduate of the college, who's also plays at Georgia. He actually goes in. He's a consultant up there at the University of Georgia with their drum line. Helps out with the drum line here at LaGrange College. Just tremendous job by those young people. So you take all that energy and it takes it over to the stadium. Really a full packed house. As you look across, of course, they are set up across from the press box side, and it's really just a huge crowd of red and black, and it's really nice to have that college atmosphere here in LaGrange.
Yeah, and I tell you, I remember the first time that I went to LaGrange College game, I was not prepared for how many people would be there and setting up, and it's gotten bigger every year. And and of course, you not only LaGrange College, but the people that are coming from the other schools come and tailgate and hang out, and so it is a very festive opportunity. So if you haven't been to LaGrange College football game, let me highly recommend that you do that. And they are off this week, but they'll be playing again next week, and it's a fun event. And of course, they won big this week, homecoming the way it should be, 59-10, and they did not play the kind of game we've seen in some other games. They knocked out some serious running yards.
Well, they really did. At the past several years, especially when Coach Matt Mumme was there, the air raid offense was there, and trying to pass the ball, moving it down with that. But 407 yards of offense, which is great, 295 for Greensboro, so a great differential there. But here's the thing. Passing, again, has been the bread and butter of the LaGrange College offense. Connor Blair leading the USA South in all kinds of statistics. Passing, we had 148 yards of passing. That's not terrible.
That's good.
259 yards on the ground. That is just a remarkable for a LaGrange College team. Taking on Greensboro, and we were talking in our pregame, and what was really exciting is that Greensboro is one of the only two teams that we have a winning record against. We were 3-2 going into that game. Now we're 4-2, beginning to distance ourselves. Our traditional rivalries have been with Huntington and Maryville, and we hope to kind of I guess a rivalry means that you're winning closer. We haven't got to that point yet. We're winning a lot of games. But to be 4-2 against this team, Lifetime Ferrum, we're 3-2 against that team, but they just came out hot. They scored in all three phases of the game, scored on both offense, defense, and special teams. Yep. Had 2 pick sixes. A young man named Peyton Haynes, he's had this will be his second pick six in a ball game. And also another young man named Parker Lancaster. He had a touchdown after an interception as well. A young man, a freshman, David Appier, had a kickoff return all the way to the end zone, about an 80-yard kickoff return that he was able to take down into the end zone and score. And then, of course, course, we mentioned the running backs. We'll take a break, and I want to really break down that running back system because there's 5 different guys that were running the ball, doing a tremendous job, and they had 3 of those young men each have a chance to score a touchdown. We'll tell you who they were when we come back. But right now, you're listening to the Coach's Corner LaGrange College Style right here on Eagle Sports.
You need to brush your teeth at least twice a day, and you need to have your teeth cleaned and looked at by a dentist at least twice a year. We've heard this since we were kids, but sometimes we get busy and forget to brush and skip an appointment. We turn around, and it's been a while since we've been to the dentist. So let's get back on track. Call Childress Dental Center for an appointment at 706-882-1888 or go to the web at childressdentalcenter.com because your smile is very important, and we want you to have the best one possible. Childress Dental Center, next to the post office, 114 Calumet Center, LaGrange.
Kemp's Carpet, your locally owned and operated carpet professional since 1977. Owned by Gerald Kemp and his sons, Brent and Jeff. They are your Mohawk Shaw and Armstrong certified flooring dealer with a huge inventory of carpet and vinyl flooring. They have a wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, so you'll be enjoying your flooring for years and years. So drop in and pick it out. They'll measure and get a free estimate to you quick. Kemp's Carpet, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And you can like them on Facebook at Kemp's Carpet.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Whether you're moving to Troup County from out of state, moving across town, or across the street, Daniel Realty and Insurance Agency has the experience to help you find the perfect residential property in the LaGrange area. Daniel Realty and Insurance Agency wants to help you find the right auto, home, health, life, and commercial insurance to meet your personal needs. For a quick, competitive quote, drop in and see them at 207 Ridley Avenue in LaGrange, or find them on the web at daniels-realty-ins.com. Tons of progress are all over town. Mayor Jim Thornton is running for re-election to keep moving forward and to make things better for all citizens.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I've proven what I can and will do in office. The people of LaGrange care about results. I ask you to look at my record: a growing economy, a safer community, and a great quality of life. Learn more at jimthornton.org.
Jim Thornton doesn't just talk. He gets things done. For progress and growth, Jim Thornton is your choice. Re-elect Jim Thornton as mayor of LaGrange.
Now, back to the Coach's Corner live at Johnny's New York WLAG 6 FM and on 92.3.
Back to the Coach's Corner live here from Johnny's Pizza. Jack Morgan, joined by Coleman Weiss. And Coleman, you're about to introduce me to something I have not had at Johnny's Pizza. That's the cinnamon knots.
Cinnamon knots, they are fabulous. If you have not had those are absolutely superb. She was trying to get us to do a couple of orders. I think
no, I think just
one. I mean, they load them up. I mean, one order of cinnamon knots is.
Let's not hit the diabetic with a whole big.
No, it's awesome. So you'll enjoy that. And Christian hadn't had cinnamon knots either, have you? No. So he's had it. So is it one thumbs up or 2 thumbs up? It's 2 thumbs up. So
well, and that's coming from Christian. So
yeah, that's right. He works at Dairy Queen. So there you go. So he knows desserts.
Well, we were talking before the break about the way the Panthers were able to score in a lot of different ways. Davey Appiah having the kickoff return. Actually, he had 139 yards of kickoff return yardage on 2 kickoffs.
Yeah.
So just doing a tremendous job. That young man's just a freshman, Coleman. I think that he's somebody that coach is really going to be able to look forward to do some amazing things. We've actually talked about it, and you've heard us talk about it a couple of times. One of the goals I think that Coach Pardue has as he's coming through is to, one, kind of set a real sense of discipline that you're going to come here, we're going to do the right thing by you if you do the right thing by us. Come and work hard and you'll have fun because D3 is all about that. You're just extending that ability to continue to play. But he really wants to come and be serious about this because he wants a group of freshmen to translate into a group of sophomores, to translate into a group of juniors, and then a group of seniors. He wants to, instead of graduating 5 to 7 kids, he wants to see that 15, 20, 25 kids, because just think about the physical difference. And I apologize for folks who have heard me talk about this before. The physical difference between an 18-year-old kid coming as a freshman and then a 21, 22-year-old kid that's going to graduate and be able to play.
Yeah, it makes you a powerhouse is what it does. And all these processes that he's putting in place and working on, when we get to year 3 and year 4 and year 5, I think we'll be impressed where LaGrange College is getting to. And I still remember when I knew Matt Mumme was leaving, and I was like, I don't know who they're going to get and everything else. And when they said Steve Perdue, it was like, oh yeah, that's exactly who I would have picked. And then to see him come in here and be excited and put together what he's been doing, I know as a coach, he probably would have liked to have won 1 or 2 more games so far this year, but he's on schedule to put together a great season and be ready to build from there on out.
Well, right now we're 4-4 for the whole season, 3-2 in the conference, and really there's a big bunch right there in USA South that are 3-2. Right now, Huntington seems to be at the top of the conference, but Maryville, who will be playing in our next – we don't play this upcoming Saturday, but the next one we'll be playing Maryville, and that is an away game for the Panthers. They're a team that is really right where we are, and I think a very a tough opponent, but a game that is well within the ability for the Panthers to win. Huntington is not perfect on their season, but I think that we have a good opportunity. So if with a little help to different places, and if we can win all the way out, there is a potential for the Panthers to go to the playoffs, which would be super exciting. Yeah. Well, and I think, of course, Coach would like to begin with a winning season. I think that would be a huge first step for the program, but then also the chance to think, hey, man, we can maybe take this to the next level and go to the playoffs, which they have before. That would be a very exciting thing for this team. Again, they won against Greensboro 59-10, just showing you again how versatile they are. We mentioned all 3 phases they were able to score, but I want to go back to the running game. We talked a little bit about that. Brandon Scott led rushers. Nick Searcy, the senior, has done most of the rushing yards of the season, but Brandon Scott, 72 yards on the ground. Searcy did well, but he was able to score 2 touchdowns, and then a young man, a freshman, Brandon, I love this name, Snowball.
There you go.
Brandon Snowball was able to get crushed into the line a couple of times, and he scored twice. So to have a freshman coming in and scoring, and also Searcy with the senior leadership, and then Scott, I think he's a sophomore or junior. That's 3 guys with 5 touchdowns, and that's really going to help your team. We'll be working on that balance between pass and rush, and more rushing yards than passing. It's the balance I think Coach is looking for, and I think it's one of the ingredients for success for this program.
Yeah, and I tell you that, and of course we've gotten to meet some of the assistant coaches that he's got there, and they're excited about their players, and you sit there and you don't think about this. It's like they're having to memorize everybody's names and getting and trying to get up to speed as fast as you can. All of a sudden, you got all these new guys in there that's coaching, and you're going, okay, how do I learn 60 kids' names? Overnight,
and almost 100 kids that are on the roster. Right. I mean, you got to think as we're. It's always funny as we're doing the games. Probably I'd say 40 to 50% are double numbers. So it's 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4, and you just look. Is this the offensive guy or is this a defensive guy that I'm fixing to call out? Which can be tricky sometimes. But we talk about going back to the scoring. Zachary Kudwa, he's the kicker for the Panthers. Has been really effective the past 2 seasons. He had a field goal, and also he was perfect with all of his extra points. Such the point they were able to actually bring in the backup kickers. We talk about getting those other guys some reps. Jacob Harper, another young man that came in, he kicked 2 extra points. Bryce Watson, another young man, kicked an extra point as well. So that's 3 guys that are all perfect in all the extra points. They had a lot of opportunities to kick those. I think 6, 7, maybe 7, 8 touchdowns. I'll have to look back at my stats sheet in just a second. But just tremendous job. We mentioned already Peyton Haynes, Parker Lancaster with the interceptions. And then I just got to go back to Connor Blair. We talk about him a lot. He's the quarterback. And I know those pretty boy quarterbacks get talked about a lot, but he really does such a great job of managing this offense. His senior leadership, he has a great ability to run the RPO, the run-pass option, so that he kind of rides that ball into Searcy or to Brandon Scott or to Snowball and then pulls it to throw the ball downfield. Or he's actually run the ball a couple of times himself. So another interesting thing was a young man named Alex Scott. Alex is the backup quarterback. He got to see some playing time. And it's not really a wildcat for him because he can't throw the ball, but it's nice to have the versatility of a running quarterback to come in as well. We've seen that in collegiate sports a lot. You may see, I think going all the way back to Tebow's days when he was kind of the rushing quarterback. Yeah. And you get 2 guys that can do something different. It really kind of throws a defense off.
Well, I mean, all of a sudden, you have to defend the third running back that's in the backfield, and that's the quarterback. Otherwise, you just you blitz and you don't worry about him running.
Yep.
When you've got that in there, all of a sudden you've got to hold more defenders back, and you got to be less. You have to be more cautious on doing blitzes, and I mean it really throws the defense into having to lay back. Where if you know that if you go back to pass, that's what you're going to do. You can lay your ears back and go, and that of course can shut down your passing attack very quickly. But if you can have that versatility, it's amazing how fast you can change a ball game because that defense is guessing, and of course that's always the goal is have that defense going. Are you going left, right, throwing it, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a great chess match, and I know those coaches really enjoy putting the pieces together.
Especially when you're coming off a 59-10 win, just a lot of fun for those guys, and really to go out there on a homecoming event together and share that with your friends, share that with your family that's come in, and have a lot of that fun down, especially around Fraternity Row. We'll talk more about the Panthers when we come back. Right now, you're listening to the Coach's Corner, LaGrange College Style, right here on Eagle Sports.
If you want to scale a mountain, buy boots. If you want to turn your crush into something more, say hi. At Country Financial, we know protecting the things you love and preparing for tomorrow start with simple steps. So we help you take small steps today with insurance and financial services that can have a big impact on your family's future. Too often, too late comes too soon. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
Everywhere you look on your campus, some event is happening, and that's the way you want it. But keeping your active campus clean and looking its best isn't easy. Nonetheless, National makes it look easy. Low staff turnover and a commitment to excellence allow National to ensure your campus from top to bottom, inside and out, is always perfect and spotless. Parents and students alike give us a 4.0, and we settle for nothing less. You'll like having National on the job.
Visit us at teamnational.com to see what National can do for you.
LaGrange College celebrates Flashback Friday in a big way with a festive family Flashback Friday lawn party, 6:30 October 20th at Sweetland Amphitheater. Plan a deliciously diverse dinner from area food trucks. Meet friends new and old at the Alumni Hospitality Tent. And flashback to songs of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, live with The Reasons Why. It's a Flashback Friday lawn party, October 20th at Sweetland Amphitheater. Free admission. Gates open at 6:30. Join the fun.
Okay, I've got to get up, get ready for work. If the kids, so they don't sleep all day, go to work.
At the Medicine Cabinet, we understand busy. That's why we like to save our customers time. We offer home delivery inside city limits, a drive-through, and no long lines to wait in. We get you in and out as soon as possible. We have 2 great locations to better serve you. Our Vernon Street location is home to our famous soda shop. So come in, enjoy a milkshake, hot fudge sundae, or a lemon sour. Also, check out our gift shop that offers children's clothing, toys, books, jewelry, and more. The Medicine Cabinet is a locally owned pharmacy, plus a little more.
If knee and leg injuries are keeping you off the field, get back in the game with Houston Clinic. Their physicians are leaders on every level, providing specialized treatment for all sports-related injuries. If tears, pulls, strains, or anything else has you on the sidelines, turn to Houston Clinic for speedy recovery. Visit Houston.com or stop by one of their 9 locations in Georgia and Alabama. Research, education, treatment. Houston Clinic.
Now back to the Coach's Corner, live at Johnny's New York Style Pizza on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner. We're at Johnny's Pizza. We're doing LaGrange College, talking about them and all the great things that they do. The college has one really neat thing coming up, Coleman, I wanted to tell you about. They've got a brand new degree called Sports Management. And that's kind of a behind-the-scenes thing. As you think about professional and college sports, there's a lot of moving parts to all that, not just at LaGrange College, but especially if you think about your Georgias, Auburns, Alabamas, those bigger schools. Travel for the kids, making sure that all the equipment that is where they just think about the clothing that they wear, the contracts with Under Armour and Adidas and all these kind of folks. Not from a basketball standpoint, we're saying football. But anyway, all the stuff that goes along behind the scenes. There's a degree that the LaGrange College now offers in sports management. They got some folks that have expertise in that field, and they're bringing it to the kids. Well, they did a lot of promotions at the tailgate at the homecoming. They auctioned off a football and auctioned off a jersey that had been signed by all the players. And I was asking the guys, I said, "Why are y'all trying to raise money for your program?" He says, "Well, haven't you heard?" I said, "Heard what?" Well, they are one of only 6 schools in the United States, 6 programs in the United States that are going to be volunteering at the Super Bowl in 2018, this upcoming Super Bowl, to work behind the scenes at the Super Bowl. So their sports management degree, those kids are going to be traveling to Minneapolis and to Minnesota in the cold weather. So maybe just to get them coats for college kids. Get that. But to have a chance to travel all the way up there to Minnesota to be a part of that and work behind the scenes at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, you think about LaGrange College; it's a small town college, but they really have a big theme, big themes, a great vision for what they want to do. You know, they got the new science building that's just awesome. They got the programs that have the kids go around the world on travel. If you go to LaGrange College in your junior year, you're going to get a chance to go overseas. It's just a really amazing thing. 2 of my daughters have had a chance to do that. One's gone to Scotland and kind of toured through there. My second daughter got to go to
Thailand.
Got a chance to go to Thailand. Sure did. Rode elephants, went to ancient cities, just amazing stuff that they got to do. But just the vision that the college has to create a program like a sports management. And just think of how exciting that is in today's day with all the social media. There's so many different ways that interact and connect. Because just think about the state of Georgia, how many large Division I college programs we've got. Just kind of walking from the top of the state to Georgia Tech, and kind of walking on down. Georgia Southern, you got Georgia State there in Atlanta as well. But also all the Division II and the Division III teams that are all throughout the state. Kennesaw State, LaGrange College, of course, all these different schools, and just how much fun that would be to have that degree.
Oh yeah, and I tell you what, that's pretty awesome, and of course that's a once in a lifetime thing. And so I'm glad they're doing that. And one other thing we hadn't talked about, with homecoming and all the rest of it, and I know that you've gotten to watch them a lot more than I have. But the band,
Josh
I guess
Roberts,
it's the second year, I guess, and that's getting bigger every year. And that's another thing that people can go and be a part of at LaGrange College is their marching band. They've got an awesome music department. But if you want to continue your playing career in football, LaGrange College gives you that opportunity. And also, if you want to continue your career in the marching band, you can do that as well at LaGrange College. 2 really cool things they've got going. Of course, cheerleaders and all that has I guess that's 3 years or 4 years for them.
Yep.
And being out there, and so it's it is a full-fledged program, and now with the sports degree coming in there, another big element to that whole sports program, and continue to grow. I know we got to wrap it up here, but Maryville is the next one on the LaGrange College list in 2 weeks.
We're going to have the weekend off, and then we'll go into the next week. Maryville will be who we'll take on. Right now they're 4-3. They're they'll be, of course, either be 5-3 or they'll be 4-4, the same record that LaGrange College has that time. So it's an opponent that we faced probably between Huntington and Maryville. We faced them as many times as anybody else we played in the entire going back to 2006 when the program began. So it'd be really neat for those 2 teams, and then we'll finish out the season with Huntington. But I won't be like the coach. I'm not going to look past Maryville.
Right. That's right.
We'll stay right looking at Maryville.
Ultimately, Maryville is honestly a really big game for LaGrange College because they get to start to define their season. Mm-hmm. Because if you can win the last 2 games, you really put a bow on it. But it starts with Maryville. You got to win that one to make that statement at the end.
Well, and at the end, that's exactly what Coach Pardue wants to do. He wants to get them to first. Let's get them to 500, and we're guaranteed that if we can beat Maryville, but then to have the winning record and the potential to go and play in the playoffs, that would just be icing on the cake and pretty amazing. Well, Cole and I, we're going to step aside and we're going to get the folks from Callaway over here. But we appreciate you listening to us talk about LaGrange College football. We'll be right back in just a bit. But right now, you're listening to Eagle Sports.